like types of taunt messages. Like if you're up against the Sonic main and they start it with "Gotta go fast," you're in for a ride.
Yeah.
But these continued strings, good raw bear from Lvke right there. Although TheUnique doing an even better job of just avoiding it, to be frank.
And I like the patience from Lvke starting out this game, like using Joker's movement using Joker's grounded movement really to his advantage to like not take any fights that he doesn't have to. And you know, when you go in when you're ready to go in. And just like he's opening up, like he was opening up a gradually a bigger and bigger percent lead, but now, you know, kind of a bit of a slower paced game so far, but now with Arsene out, we can look to see the damage rack up much quicker. I like the idea of the
coming out, looking for the F tilt at ledge, looking for the down air. Nothing coming out of it though, trying to make it back into neutral. Getting caught right there by the side B, looking for a back air at ledge, but making it back to stage is TheUnique, or maybe not.
Yep, Lvke had, that was like the last, pretty much the last play that Lvke had with Arsene. Now you have to wonder if we're gonna see Arsene again this stock. If one more grab, and it might not be likely. Okay, mashing out. Now that does unstale the back air. Oh, nice, wow. Up air, just get that up air out of hit stun, and you know, it's got so many active frames, it'll solve all your problems for you.
And the thing that I want to point out is TheUnique has spent most of this above, incredibly above Lvke in percents right here.
Oh yes, very much.
He's at
so.
175, and he's not looking like he's gonna die anytime soon either.
Yeah, and I mean the story of this game really has to be like TheUnique's like situational control and like macro game here, because not only is he holding onto these stocks for insanely long, but he's gotten really good value out of like all of his plays. We've only seen one. We've been in the game for, this is the second Arsene, and we're 2.5 minutes in. You almost, I feel like I almost never see that few Arsenes come out during a game.
Well, and it's because every time that Arsene comes out, TheUnique is doing a really good job of just kind of making it go away.
Yeah.
He's doing damage when he needs to do damage, when he's safe to do damage. And then when he knows he's not in a good situation for it, he disengages really well and just lets that bar run down.
And TheUnique is also making their damage count, which is the biggest thing against Joker. Like, it's one thing to just, like, yeah, you want to be able to do damage and get kills, but if you're doing, like, 180% worth every stock, you're going to have to face Arsene a whole lot. This is the second time where TheUnique was able to take a stock off of Lvke without a second Arsene coming out. But he's got another one on deck pretty soon. Here it comes.
Arsene being out, but getting drained very quickly by these PK fires. It's honestly one of Ness's best tools. You know, people always like make fun of Ness mains for throwing out PK fire, but can you blame them? How good is that friggin' move?
Good catch with the
But yeah,
smash.
catching the air dodge in, doing a great job right there.
But now TheUnique has Lvke right where they want him. Oh, right, yeah, just like that.
That was such a read right there. He knew, because again, that entire game, Luke's main approach option was either to full hop nair or short hop down air. And instead of punishing him, TheUnique let him get away with it that entire set. And he was conditioning him over and over until right there at the end, when at the end, he decided to pull out a baseball bat.
He actually hit him right in the kneecaps. That was like, that hurt watching.
Yeah, I felt that. I definitely felt it.
But that was like, again, the game plan against Joker was, you could see that it was definitely there from TheUnique. It's like, and again, it comes back to making your damage count against Joker. You could see the game plan totally switched when Arsene was out. It was a lot of PK fire, which is just great for draining that bar down so fast. And when when Arsene was gone, that's when the Unique really went to work.
Yeah, no, it's the classic song and dance of every time a Joker is on your screen. Because Arsene is such a strong tool. Everyone knows it. It's Joker's best move is down B, because it gets Arsene out faster. And the Unique very obviously knows it because every time that Arsene is out, he's doing the right things to make sure it's not out much longer. And he's killing Joker when Arsene is no longer a factor. But Luke getting something started this game. Some nice percent being built up, looking for that, maybe a down tilt up air drag down, but Unique doing a good job of avoiding it.
I think for Luke, the one thing that, like, one adaptation that's going to be really, really important is making the most out of Arsene. And that means two things. That means getting the good hits and getting the really strong hitboxes of Arsene when it's out. But it also means not going in quite as much when you don't have Arsene, because that is when Joker is at his most vulnerable.
It looks like his game plan, I think that's a good point to make. His game plan is identical whether or not he has Arsene. He's doing the same moves in the same situation, even if he doesn't have the big scary red man to support him. Looking for something to get started right here. Whoever takes the first kill of this, but it's looking very reminiscent of how game 1 went, with the Unique taking upwards of 150, 170% before taking the first stock. That back air, if it was a little closer to ledge, could have done it. Looking for the gun, and that is not how you edgeguard Nest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what did you think was gonna happen there?
No, if you want it, especially with a character with as good offstage game as Joker, if you want to edgeguard Nest, you have the tools to do it. Joker can just hop off, and if he has Arsene, he can counter the PK Thunder, or if he has Rebels Guard, he can just Rebels Guard the PK Thunder, and Nest will just die. But instead, he went to try and body block Ness himself while he was already in the rocket animation. And that just doesn't work.
But finding the back air, I mean, it doesn't feel good. It never feels good to kill at 160. But at least the stock is off the board, and that you can go back to getting these low percent strings and mid percent combos that Joker is so known for. And the AHA might be like a really strong tool to use to challenge some of these PK fires, because the trade seems to be working out much better for Luke than it does for the Unique. When it does trade, though.
A fantastic tool for Joker. And right there, that is how you contest a PK Thunder. That is what we're talking about.
That was good meter management, too. Like, you know Arsene's going to come out, you run in, you get the grab, you get the bear. That's really good early damage coming out from the Arsene.
Good down smash there, too. Wow. Yeah, if you... No, don't stand on ledge and counter. Hop off and counter the PK Thunder before it hits Nest. That is how you can test that move. But the back air back air right there, even center stage with Arsene active, is going to take care of that stock at, what was that, 140%?
Yeah.
It seems that the Unique, despite playing a character as light as Nest, is very, very good at surviving as long as humanly possible. He was living to 150, 170, 180, and that stock died at 140. I don't think we've seen, and Joker definitely can do it. He's capable of taking stock at 80, 90, and we just haven't seen that yet come out of Luke.
And I love that Rebels Guard on the platform there, because this is a situation where Rebels Guard becomes so valuable. It's not those low percent Rebels Guards, it's the high percent Rebels Guard when you get a second Arsene on your stock. And that is what Luke is looking at. If Unique doesn't find a kill in the next, like, very soon, so here's the next Arsene.
Wow, baiting out the counter right there and then swirling it around him. Could have been disastrous.
Yeah. The delay from Luke gets him back to the ledge, and now he's got such a good opportunity. This is a free Arsene, basically. He's fine taking that he's fine taking that back throw, because the second Arsene did what it had to do. And now all he's got to do is finish his boost.
good bot dodge right there, looking to get something out of it, but just kind of disengaging back to neutral, catching the nair. TheUnique is looking to be in a bad spot. Really good raw back air right there from Lvke. One more solid hit at the ledge could take care of this, especially on Town and City.
And now with the pressure, you're starting to see some holes in the game plan from TheUnique. Playing from behind is not something that we saw from him game 1.
Looking for these fair combos though, maybe going for that recently buffed down air. The F throw is going to do a lot. Arsene's coming out, but is it going to matter? We'll find out in just a second.
Ooh,
looking to break his
this
kneecaps again.
This
could have ended it. Yeah,
yeah,
could have ended the game the same way he ended the first one. But Lvke trying to close this out and make us go into a game 3. The F tilt is going to do it.
I think that was supposed to be an air dodge to ledge. I don't think that was either supposed to be. I don't know if they thought that they needed to tech or something. They definitely did not want to air dodge in there. And that was just like maybe a momentary misobservation of the positioning that they were at. But you know, as soon as I said, "Oh, we're starting to see some holes in the game plan here," TheUnique completely started to bring it back. And it was, you know, it was one read, because Ness can be scary with high rage like that. Like Ness has the tools to put those stocks away. And had they been able to like wait out that Arsene for like maybe, you know, 10, 15 more seconds, then you know, we could be looking at a 2-0.
We were looking at game 1 at some fan-freaking-tastic patience from TheUnique. And it looked like the longer that game 2 went on, the more the patience broke down, the more he just wanted to do Ness things and throw his frame data in his opponent's face. And Joker is one of the very, very few characters in this entire game where Ness won't win in a boxing situation. Ness cannot just beat Joker out with superior options. And so we saw that. We saw the patience from TheUnique break down. We saw him just start to try and go in and throw moves at Lvke. And Lvke took advantage of it and took the game. However, right here, starting game 3, back where we began. Small battlefield, looking to get not just the similar stage, but similar result to game 1. Teching off the ledge right there. Good tech from Lvke, or we could be looking at a very, very early lost stock.
That was, and that was a very, that was a sneaky, very, very hard tech. Like, the late tech is so much harder because you're not, you have to time it right, but also not tech too early. So, you know, definitely credit to Lvke for just surviving there, because that could have been a very disastrous situation. And Lvke
right
also,
here.
using all of their options off stage, and really getting a lot of free damage, because that's what Aha and Aegon are for Joker, is free damage.
They're I don't even know what I would classify those projectiles as, because hitting them doesn't matter. They don't have even the Aha when Arsene is out doesn't have much doesn't have enough knockback to be like a kill tool or whatever. But they just hit you and you're like, yeah, I messed up. I'm gonna take, what is it, 23?
It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh no. Okay, that's
missing the tether right there because he threw out the Rebels guard. He was too afraid of the PK Thunder. For a back air right here to finish the stock off, but it's looking like TheUnique is going to want to live a while longer, and with 20% more coming out probably very soon, we'll be seeing a full rage Ness out. Full rage Ness is a terrifying creature.
Yeah. And this is looking, it's looking like very much a retread of the first stocks for TheUnique from game 1 and from game 2. Now the question is,
down gun.
How much extra credit is this extra survivability worth? Because you can live to 190 as much as you want, but if you're not using that time that you bought in order to do damage to your opponent, then you're basically just prolonging the inevitable. Just
remember, when you're a stock up, every single hit is a victory. That 18%,
yes.
That 18%, that 27-37, all of that percent that TheUnique is building right here, especially in a game against Joker, is a victory. Because now that Joker... Whoa! The counter didn't get him. What was that? I've seen that counter kill Ness on the PK Rocket before.
It's got to be iframes on the PK2.
You're right. It's vulnerable during the startup, like while he's first getting rocketed, but after it's been active for a second, it's invincible. Down throw, finally going to take it, but again, especially as Ness versus Joker, the longer he stayed alive there, the worse it is for Luke, because there's less Arsene. Like if you consider it like a resource, kind of like we were talking last game about the Wonder Wing. There's less Arsene to use on Unique's second stock as opposed to his first stock.
Right.
Good loop-de-loops with the PK Thunder right there, building up a little bit of extra percent. But this gun usage from Luke right here, doing a really good job of just building it up, and building it up.
And Luke is definitely content to play this like longer game here, because the longer game just means more Arsene. I mean, this isn't Cloud Limit where you can't charge it for free, but
it's also not Cloud Limit where it just kind of runs out if you hold on to it too long.
True. Well, I mean,
more or less.
Does. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also, something that I'm noticing here, let me ask you a question, Clam.
Yeah.
How often have you seen Luke shield?
Not. Oh, okay.
Right
well,
there
was one, but not a whole lot.
And it's because Unique isn't going for many like aggressive options on his shield, and he's not going for grabs either. Luke's just kind of content.
Damage.
Yeah, that was insane right there. But Luke is very content in this matchup to just dance around instead of sitting on the ground and sitting in shield. He's doing and he's making it work. It's looking very nice for him.
And the PK fire there to drain some of the Arsene bar is fine. But Unique rolling in, and Luke has really found a lot of inroads in like standing like right around that position, and he's found a lot of KOs just like punishing Unique's attempt to get back to the center stage and being ready with that F tilt.
Rage Joker may be coming online very soon. No, the back air are going to do it, and we're at almost a full even last stock game for game 3 here.
This is such a war of attrition too. Look at the timer. I know this is not going to go to a timeout, but the mental fatigue of this being your winner's round 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, and that first stock took so much, and credit to both players' survivability, but like this is a war of a game 3.
I've seen Joker Ness before, and I don't think it's ever been such a war of attrition as it has with these two players. Like the example that I'll call to mind that I commentated semi recently was Best Ness versus Sharp. Sharp's Joker versus Best Ness's Ness, obviously.
Really?
Wasn't. They were 3-minute games every time. It didn't even get anywhere near as much of a war of attrition as this is.
And for characters that can be super like high APM and super execution heavy, this is like how good are your like up air drag downs at 6 minutes into the match. And that's where like something like Ness back throw becomes super valuable, because the neutral,
that was
God, the neutral got up in the shield.
So
I
ballsy.
Cannot believe they got out of that alive. There's an outside chance this could go to time.
30 seconds left.
Oh,
no!
wow.
The drag down up air into the up smash. Going to take it for Luke right there. 2-1 over the Unique in some fantastic Ness Joker game.
Okay, wow. We got to talk about that, because not only was that the first time